Tired of forgetting key points from your Webex meetings? Learn to record every session effortlessly. You know that feeling. You sit through a 45-minute meeting, take a few notes, and then a week later, you need a specific detail. A number, a deadline, a decision, and it's just gone. I've been there more times than I can count. That's why knowing how to record is such a game changer. It turns a one-time conversation into something you can revisit whenever you need to. So here's what we're going to do. I'll walk you through starting a recording, managing it during the meeting, and accessing it afterward. By the end of this, you'll never have to rely on memory alone ever again. All right, first things first, you need to actually be in the meeting. Now, here's the really important part. Not everyone can record. You either need to be the host of the meeting, or the host has to give you permission to record. If you're setting up the meeting yourself, you're all set. If you're an attendee, just check with the host ahead of time. So join the meeting like you normally would, and make sure you're in that main meeting window where you can see everyone's faces or the shared screen. Now, find the record button on the toolbar. It's usually at the bottom of the screen, right in that row of controls alongside your mute button and your camera button. It looks like a small circle. And here's the thing. If you hover over it with your mouse, it will say record. But if that button is grayed out, it means you don't have permission to record. So that's your first check. If it's clickable, you're good to go. So go ahead and click that record button. A pop-up will appear asking you where you want to save the recording. This is an important step. You have a choice. You can save it locally, right on your own computer. That's usually the fastest option. Or you can save it to the cloud if your organization uses Webex's cloud recording service. If you're recording something you want to share with your whole team later, cloud is often the better choice. If it's just for your own personal reference, save it locally. Choose your location and then click the big red record button to begin. Once you start recording, you'll see the indicator change. The record button will turn into a red square, like a stop button. And you might see a small red flashing dot or a banner at the top of the screen that says recording. This is your visual cue that everything is being captured. Your audio, the video, anything being shared on screen. It's all being saved. So keep that in mind. If you step away from your desk or have a private side conversation, know that it's all going on the record. When the meeting is over, or even just when you've gotten the information you needed, it's time to stop. You can do this one of two ways. Either click that same record button again, it's now a red square. Click it and it will stop recording. Or you can simply end the meeting for everyone. When the meeting ends, the recording stops automatically. I usually prefer to stop the recording myself before I end the meeting, just to be safe. That way I know exactly when the recording cuts off. Now, here's where the waiting happens. After you stop, the recording doesn't appear instantly. It needs to process. This might take a moment, sometimes a few seconds, sometimes a few minutes if it's a long meeting. Be patient. If you saved it locally, you'll get a notification once it's ready, and it'll open up in your default media player. If you saved it to the cloud, you'll get an email with a link once processing is complete, and you can also find it in your Webex site under the Recordings tab. And that's really all there is to it. From missing crucial meeting details to having a reliable recording for review and reference, it's one of those features that once you start using it, you wonder how you ever got by without it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.